and welcome. I am so glad that you're here. Today we're going to be talking about the Dragon Wing Begonia. It's an amazing plant. You know that I love plants. And this one, I call it my romantic plant. That's not the actual name, it's the Dragon Wing Begonia. But I call it a romantic plant because it has all year long flowers. So if you like to see flowers in your home, outside your yard, then this is a plant to have. It's gonna be a zone 9 to a zone 11. So if you live in a zone 7 like me, and you wanna have it outside, then that would mean that you need to bring it back again inside during winter because it does not tolerate any temperature that will be less than 40 degrees. Okay, so once it's 40 degrees, put it back again inside. Now it says tolerates. That doesn't mean that you should have it when it's 60 degrees or less. I recommend not to have it outside. So 60 degrees or less for a while should be back again inside. I have always had this plant in a pot and I have had this for almost 4 years and I have done multiple divisions and given them away. So I'm going to show you also the way that you can propagate them. So there's 2 different ways that you can propagate the plant. You can propagate the plant, as I said, by division. So just take the plant, look in the bottom if you actually have a new shoot, and then take that new shoot and take it out. Now this plant, because it has so many shoots that are once against each other, not too much, you can actually break it and then you're gonna lose that branch. But the good thing is that you also have the second way that you can propagate it, which is gonna be by the stem, by the branch. So you can take a branch and then just remove some of the leaves that you have in the bottom and put it in water. That's what I did over here. You can see this branch over here. I'll give you a close-up and you see all of the root system that you have over there. This is the root system. Look how amazing it is. It's incredible. All of this just coming from the plant. I also have another one over here that is growing. So this is my propagation area. I always have stuff growing, you guys know that. There's a whole bunch of videos of how you can propagate food from your fridge. If you want to grow food and some stuff that you have at home, I'm sure that there's plenty of food that you can start growing right now. So you can check that video. So what I do is, it doesn't need to be in here. This is just a fancy way to make it look pretty. So I just put a whole bunch of different cots. Right now in here I have multiple cots in one area. So if you're in an apartment, which I just come from an apartment, this is the first time that we're moving into a house. So you can actually propagate multiple things in one pot. And then once you have them with lots of root system, then translate them into another place. So in here, I actually have my photos plant, I have my basil, which there's a video of how to propagate basil, not only from cot, but also from division and different ways that you can take care of it. So you can check that video as well. And I also have my nerve plant and I also have my begonia. So the begonia, let me just get that one over here. I really love it because it has these glossy green leaves. The flowers, they're gonna fall off and they're gonna be falling off whenever they become like really dry, crumple up. So put it in an area that it's easy to clean. If you have a carpet area, then you can be vacuuming a lot in that area. I actually have it in an area that it has hardwood floors, which is easy to clean with just broom and that's it. Clean it pretty quickly because it always has lots of flowers falling underneath. You can see a few that have fallen already, but the crumple little brown flowers, once they're done, you're gonna see a lot of them because as I said, this flowers is flowering all year long. So if you have it inside the house, there's not gonna be no change drastic of temperature. So my flower, it's always there. And that's one thing that I like about it, that you always have flowers. So if you are feeling gloomy and the day is looking super bad outside, then you have a really cute flower right in front of you all year long. I love it. Now in here, you're gonna see that there's also some stems that are already done. So we can tell and show you also how you can prune the plant, because in here, as I said, the plant's a bit delicate, so we need to make sure that we're not gonna be cutting it too much and that we're not gonna be losing the shape that it has, because you can give it the shape that you want. So I see that there's a few that are all over the place, so we're gonna be pruning it a little bit today. So let's get into it. What you need to do, let me get you a little bit closer into this side. When pruning the plant, many people either use a scissor like this, or as I do it, I just cut it directly with my thumbs, my fingers, just very careful. So what I do is, you can see that it just directly falls out. I don't need to do too much. And then all the things that I see that are dry out, that's what I'm gonna take out. I can see the stem over here is dry out, so I take that out. I take this out. This over here, I'm actually gonna be using the leaf, the scissor. This into this section, I can remove it directly without using nothing. And let's go ahead and turn it around. Anytime that I see something that it is a bit dry, crumple up. It crumples up like a little tissue paper. So we'll remove it like this leaf over here. This leaf is really dehydrated. We're gonna remove that. And that doesn't mean that it doesn't have water. It just means that, you know, the leaf is old. It needs to be removed. Also the soil, now that we have talked about water, it loves to be more in with a moist soil. It can also tolerate being in a dry soil, but it enjoys better and thrives better in a moist soil, not a damp soil. So don't overwater it, please. Or keep the root system in too much water. That would actually kill the root system. There's a few over here, removing a few things. I don't know you, but I really do enjoy cleaning a little plant. Makes me very happy. Oh, there's a few over here. And actually, once you have started growing the plant, there's not much that you need to do. Just, if you're like me, you let it grow wild, then, you know, just put it in direct sunlight, and that's it. It will grow and take its own shape and give you lots of blooms for many years to come. It's not a plant that you need to take too much care of it. If you are a beginner in gardening and you're looking for a plant that will give you lots of joy and that it's very forgiving, this is the plant. Because as I said, it can handle moist environment, but it can also handle an environment that it's gonna be less water. So if you forget to water it, no problem. If you're gonna go on vacation, no problem. This plant will still be there at home waiting for you. And as I always say, it's better to have less water in a plant than overwater the plant. If you overwater a plant, that's it. You cannot bring it back. But if you forgot to water it for a while, it's okay. You can actually water it back again. It will come back again to life. Right? Right. So I think that we have cleaned enough. So cute. So let's go ahead and cut some of them, and then we can go into putting our plant into a pot. So we remove all of this from the plant. And this is a plant that it is very self-maintaining, because every time the leaves are falling, it falls to the ground, and I just need to, you know, clean whatever is on the floor. So I don't actually prune it as much of cleaning it, because it's just everything falls into the floor and I don't have to worry that much. But if you have it in a corner, like against a sofa or something like that, which I do not recommend, then of course it's gonna be the whole sofa or whatever you have that is against it. It will be full of those leaves and all the little flowers that have been falling. As I said, they are gonna be having flowers all year long. This plant does not produce seeds, and any plant that does not produce seeds are gonna be more prone to producing flowers all year long because they don't have to work to produce seeds. So all of their energy is into making flowers. So that's why we get so many flowers all year long. Now we're gonna take our scissor and we're gonna go ahead and cut the plant in the section that we wanted to give it a little bit of shape. This is however you would like it. And as I said, this plant, many people use it either as a grounding plant, and I have seen it a lot in hanging baskets, and it fills a place very quickly. But for me, I have been using it as a vine. So I just put a whole bunch of branches, and wherever she starts growing, which she grows to a total of like 2 feet by 2 feet. That's how big she can get. And as you can see here, it has been her height 2 feet, but I think that mine is actually a little bit higher. So maybe like 3 feet mine. So in here, wherever I have the trailing, I go ahead and just tie it up with a little bit of support system and just tie it up, and that's it. And what I use to tie it is just the things that you get from like the bags of sandwiches, those little tie things, that's what I use. So really you don't need to be investing that much. We always use the things that you have at home. So there we go. Okay, so this one, I like it a lot. I love how it looks going down like that, very whimsical, very romantic. So that's gonna stay there. Now this one over here, which is to the side like that, like one of those hairs that never goes down, that I'm gonna take it out. So you are coming with me. And don't worry, there's gonna be more stuff growing out of there. And we're gonna be using this to propagate it. So what I do is, the stem that I just cut, I go ahead and remove the last leaves. Many people take the whole flower and everything so that it grows faster, but this is a pretty fast growing plant, and you know that I'm always propagating stuff. So within a week or so, you will start seeing root system. Now I recommend to keep it there until you actually see lots of root system. I mean like really long vine of root system. So that's when you are for sure going to put it then in the soil. So this, I'm gonna leave it then with the flower and everything just for my enjoyment, but you can actually remove the flower if you wanna succeed the best, so that way you don't have to worry that the plant is keeping energy in the flower. So I'm gonna put it right there in water. That's all you need to do. And then from here on, another section that I would like to take, you see, so cute that side. That side looks pretty cool now. This one over here, I will also take that. I get too excited. So I'm gonna remove then the bottom leaf again. This one actually is a little tiny baby. So I'm gonna remove the whole thing. Just leave one leaf so I know that it's gonna be a begonia, and put it over here. Ta-da! So exciting! So we have talked about how is it that this plant is giving you flowers all year long, and the flowers are actually, and the way that the plant grows is very droopy. So if you have an area like, hanging baskets and stuff like that, then this is the plant because it's very like a falling cascade, like a waterfall. And they actually call it, well, I don't know if that's true that they call it because of that, but it's a Dragon Begonia. This Dragon Begonia is a hybrid. So it's a mix between 2 different begonias. And because this begonia tolerates so much heat, so meaning not direct sun, because it can be in direct sun, but it will actually scorch it, burn it faster. So not direct sun, better in indirect sunlight, but it can tolerate high temperatures. That's what I mean. They can go into zone 11. So that's why I think they call it the dragon. Well, I'm just saying that because the dragon can be in a hot environment. So I'm like linking it. So yeah. Anyways, this plant is unbelievable. So let's go ahead and put then our divisions, our propagation into now some pots. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little pot. I recommend to have a pot that has some holes in the bottom, but I also have in here another pot that doesn't have no holes at all. And I do it like that because I know that I know when to put some water. But you can always follow the advice I have been saying so many other videos, that whenever you know that you need to water the plant, it will be whenever you put your finger into the soil and the first 2 inches of the soil feel dry. So if it feels dry, the first 2 inches of the soil, then it's time to water your plant. So that's the best indicator to water the plant. And the same goes with this plant over here. It's always good to like let the whole soil almost dry completely and then put water. But I have done, I water my plant I think once a week. But again, what I do is I just check the first layer. If it's dry, water the plant. But I'm already like a clock already. I know what I need to plant. What I have then, some soil in here. And we're gonna take then this soil, fill out a little bit in the bottom, fill up a little bit in the bottom, and then put our begonia, fill up the rest at the top, and then put a little bit of water, right? So that's what we're gonna be doing now. And I'm gonna be using then this over here, which this is actually, I think, a Chick-fil-A salad bowl. So recycle, my darlings, recycle. We have been saying so many tips in this video. We said to use the little scrunchy thing that you use for your sandwich bags or whatever you have, to use it as a, something to tie up your plant, to use branches as a support system. You don't need to go buying anything. And then over here we have also, for our collector of water, we can use then platters that you have at home. And the bowls, bowls, instead of buying this, if you don't have anything like this, you don't need to worry. You can use on any bowl that you have, yogurt bowl, anything that you have, you can actually use it as a planter and just paint it if you want, if you can. If not, use it as it is. It will fade away that painting that it has. So let's go ahead and do this, but let me show you as they zoom in, how cool is this root system. I just love it. Look how amazing it is. It's incredible. All of this just coming from the plant. And then the other one, this is another division, another cut. And you see the root system also coming. And it's coming everywhere because this actually was deeper in water. So there's water, there's also root system coming over here. So wherever you have it, how deep you have it, that's where the root system is coming out. So I'm gonna put this 2 in different pots. And look how big and tall this one is. So you can actually cut a really long branch, a small branch, it doesn't matter, it will grow. Okay, let's get ready. And let's take then this, put a little bit of soil over here. Now that we have the base, I'm gonna put a little bit of water. A little bit of water. I'm gonna put my gloves on. I can hear my mom telling me, Yali, put on your gloves. So everybody put on your gloves. Now I do enjoy working with, soil without gloves, so here we go. We're gonna take then this, put it in here, and then fill it up. So this is a great plan for you to always have something that you can give to somebody. So sometimes you're like, oh my God, it's the birthday of such and such person. I don't know what to give them. So you have this plant and you have cuttings already growing at home. There you go. You have now a gift to give to somebody. And this one actually, because he has already a little bit of a growth, I'm gonna take a branch and I'm gonna give them some support. So let me get that. Found a branch. We're gonna take then this branch over here, which is a little bit curvy. So what I'm gonna do is take the bottom. And this is just a normal branch, any branch that you have. I always get lots of branches from the street and from here, from the yard. So take a branch, put it right there in the bottom, in here for giving some support. And what I'm gonna do is take this over here, and I'm gonna put it over here. And I'm gonna take this little zip ties things that you can just get from every time that you buy bread or anything that you have at home. So, yep. So we're using this thing, put it in here. And just not too tight, just for a little bit of support. And look how cute it is. And now filling up the rest. Yes, we need to put our gloves. So it's good to protect your hands just in case that you have any allergies or anything like that. And now that we're done, we're gonna give it a nice soak of water. And you grow beautifully, mi amor. Or you grow amazing, And that's one. So cute. And then the next one, I'm gonna put it in here. We have it in here. Put it over there. Don't press it too hard because you don't want to break the stem. Support. So I'm gonna use the other stem that I had over there, and I'm gonna go ahead, put it against it. There you go. I don't need to put anything in there. And then put some water. And voila! We got two of them! So amazing! Look at our beautiful new plants. This is a great gift. I mean, I'm telling you, if you are in a position that you need to give a plant, you need to give a gift to somebody all of a sudden because you forgot a gift, you can get that and get a gift to somebody by your plant that you have at home. So always have propagations, as I have lots of propagation always. And there's lots of videos in our channel about propagation. Before we go, let me show you this plant over here. This is a passion fruit plant. I had somebody ask me about what is this plant that we have over here. This is the passion fruit plant, and I'm actually growing it as a huge vine. And I'll talk about it in another video. I have been following the progress, and I'll show you all about it and all the benefits that it has and everything like that, because you know that I love anything that is natural. And anyways, there's a whole bunch of videos about also gardening walk, and I say the names of the plants, and there's a giveaway that we're doing, following along a game. So if you want to join that, you can check the playlist of the garden walk. We can also talk about that mural over here. Somebody asked me also. There's a video that we have of how we made the mural. This was done by me, so you can actually check the video out, get some ideas if there's something that you would like to do as well. The little plant that we have in that section that looks like a circle, that's actually a vine. That's the asparagus fern plant, and we actually have a video of how you can do your own trellis just using a hanger. That's actually a hanger, clothing hanger. So you can check how to do that as well. And then in that section, we had the strelitzia. Oh, people always ask me about those plants. They're majestic, they're beautiful. There's a whole playlist of different videos that we have been doing, and they're amazing. We have 4 plants already over here. So there's video about propagation, taking care of it, how to cut it. There's a whole bunch of different great benefits of videos that you have over there. So anyways, we're all done. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being part of the community. And if you're not part of the community, then go ahead and join along. I love you all so much. I enjoy talking about this plant so much because it's such a romantic plant. I mean, I call it a romantic plant, but you know that it's the Dragon Begonia. Well, if you did enjoy this video, then go ahead and like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share with everybody. I'll see you again next Tuesday. Bye guys. Love you all. Thank you for watching.